Wow. Hello. That was a long intro. Where's our friend Tina? She's probably logging in. She was just on Rainier Radio, the show right before us. This is Real Estate and Money, and I'm Violeta Strash with Coldwell Banker Danforth, and Tina will be joining us shortly, I'm sure. So today, I want to thank everyone for coming on board, joining us, and we're going to talk about Chinese New Year and the significance of this year, the year of the horse. You see the horse behind me, and it's just not the year of the horse, but it's the fire horse, which intensifies all the characteristics of anyone in that. Hey, hello. I was just talking to him about the fire.
Tuesday.
Yeah, and I said, Tina, there's another side of you that people don't know. If you were listening to Rainier Radio, as I was, it was very entertaining to hear what else Tina does in her so extremely busy life. She manages to do all these things, music oriented. She performs. She's a composer. She just entertains people all over the place, from Seattle to Denver, and church choirs. You were a church music director, right? And so multi-talented. I don't even want to be on the show.
Stop.
But anyway, yeah, congratulations. That was great. That was so fun.
That was a fun show. Fun show. Yeah. Just it's a good day. It's a good day too. I didn't realize when they said this is the date for your show. I didn't realize it was going to land on Lunar New Year today, and Fat Tuesday is today. So my sister was like, she's texting me, hey, happy Fat Tuesday. I was like, oh my gosh. I need to put some masquerade stuff in the background here. See how it fits perfectly with you?
Yes.
So,
my gosh. I know. Yes. And you know what? I didn't even think of that. And I'm Catholic. Fat Tuesday, I know. Mardi Gras, all that. Yes.
It's Fat Tuesday because we have to eat like crazy before we start fasting tomorrow.
Well, wasn't it Ash Wednesday also?
Tomorrow.
Oh, today's Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. So
tomorrow,
today's
I better get my ashes. Yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta eat as much as we can right now, Fat Tuesday, because Wednesday starts the fast.
Yes. And now let me ask you this: do you eat meat? That was something that years ago we were told not to eat meat on Fridays. It's always Fish Fridays, or the season of Lent, 40 days of Lent.
Yes.
Do you still do that or no?
I try when I remember, but yeah, I mean, well, I guess before in the past we used to like fast completely from meat. Period. Then they changed it to just Fridays, and that's why you have the Fish Fridays. Yeah, and so I'm gonna still try to stick to that. And I know that we're supposed to give up something during Lent, whether it's chocolate or TikTok or any other thing you're supposed to that you can give up for Lent. Meat being one of them, but I still do that. How about you?
I love fish, and I think it's such a good protein to have for your body, and I could have fish several times a week, but not necessarily every Friday. But now it will be every Friday in my home because I just like that.
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
I don't live too far from my church. So I know they're having the Knights of Columbus are having a fish fry on Friday. And I'm like, done and done. Done and done.
Yeah. Because you don't want to have that fish smell in your house, right?
No, you don't want to use all your
Fried
oil
fish.
up for that. No.
Go get fish somewhere else, or does it have to be fish? Seafood in general, right? Seafood.
Seafood, yeah. No meat, no carne,
Just
no meat.
no meat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then, so the other thing I was talking about before you got on board was the Lunar New Year. You're the fire horse.
Fire horse,
Again, the fire horse intensifies all the characteristics that surround you when when you were born, the year of the horse. But if you were born 60 years ago, it's very rare to have a fire horse year. It's every 60 years. So if you're 60 year,
yes,
you're an unbelievable, tremendous change in your life. You're gonna, stop doing the normal thing and charge into, and it's always charged because fire is energy and a horse is really fast. You're going to charge into a brand new idea, whether it's like, I'm bored with my job.
Yeah.
What do I do? Well, I'm only 60. Do I retire? But no, I might retire early, but I might make a move towards finding something else to do, or slow down on the job and go travel. Make it a point to travel once a quarter. And I have a friend who wants to travel once a month while she's working too. But with people working remotely, you can kind of do that, right?
Yes, you can.
And just make a move on something bold and exciting and fun for you. And this is the year of exciting changes. What else do you know about the fire horse?
I don't know much about the fire horse. That was a snake. So last year was a snake.
Yeah.
So I'm still on the cusp because I am a fire horse. I did not know about that 60-year thing, V. I did not know about that.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Very special. Yep.
Yes. And so that's why I know red is a lucky number. So that's why I'm wearing red today.
Color. Red is a
yes, it's a lucky color. So, I have red on since 9:00 this morning. I was like,
wow,
power cover, but but I know there's. So we're going to talk about feng shui today, right?
Yeah, let's talk about feng shui and how to find a house that some people are very into the feng shui method, and mainly Asians. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And there are things like starting with the front of your home, the entry.
Yes.
Declutter everywhere around your house. Declutter, but especially coming into the home, you want to have a clear, open pathway to get in. Welcoming mat, clean everything. Clean, and then you bring in elements of like earth, wind, fire, metal, wood. So, you bring greenery in to signify the wood, the fresh earth and all that into the home. And then fire, candles, right? Candles, incense, something that makes your home smell nice and clean and fresh, especially if you're doing an open house, it's always nice to have something like citrus warming up in a scented bowl or something.
Right. So, so I got a list on here, Violeta. I got a list of 12 things to your house, and just like V was saying, I mean, we got the Christianity. We don't want anybody to think that this is good or bad or whatever. But the thing is, it is about energy. It's about movement. To declutter your house is biblical. Okay. To introduce light into your house is biblical. So let's not confuse, let's understand this is something that it's for everybody. So I don't know, Daniel, can you show that link really quick here? It's the 12 feng shui tips you can do for your house now. And like the first thing you said, V, like when you come into your house, that's huge. To declutter your house, and there's first impressions count. And so the first thing here that we talk about, if you look at the 12 feng shui tips, is declutter your home. So it says if you are still hesitating to throw things away, are there small defects in your house? It'll crack here, a hinge that's loose. make sure that it's all in order. That needs to be all in order before you move on. And then the second thing you've got there is learn about the 5 feng shui elements. And like Violeta was saying, the wood, fire, water, metal, and earth.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say here, feng shui is the science of harmony and putting all those things together. So, having elements of earth, wind, fire, wood, metal, that's very important. Colors, shape and meanings of feng shui elements. Wood, the shape is rectangular. The color is green, represents energy, passion, expansion, and transformation. So each of these elements here have different things that they mean. And so it's nice to incorporate these elements into your home. That's why sometimes, Violeta, you'll just have a house that looks beautiful, but something's missing. And maybe it's missing a plant. Maybe it's missing light. Maybe it's missing certain shapes or what have you. So thank you for that right there. Yeah, keep that right there, Daniel. So fire, the shape is triangular. The color is red, represents personal growth or renewal. Earth, the shape is square. Color is orange, yellow, and earth tones. Represents the feeling of comfort. Metal,
and really, you want to have, neutral colors when you are thinking about selling your home. Do neutral colors because people can envision their things against a neutral background. Not if it's dark blue or whatever, right? So
absolutely, yeah. The thing is, like, my friend Cynthia, she's a feng shui guru, and she does consultation for buildings and commercial properties, that sort of thing. And she was talking about, for example, if you want to bring passion into your bedroom, the fire element actually is very important. Having elements of red, whether it's fuchsia, whether it's pink, whether it's red, you bring that into your room, for example.
Yeah.
So yes. So, that whole warmth thing with the metal and the neutralism, you don't want to put your impression or your emotions into somebody who's buying your house because it may not match with yours. So it's very important for realtors to know and for buyers to know or owners to know what these elements contain and to look for it. So that's a whole session right there. I did a 3-hour class of just those 5 elements. So
wow.
Today, but it's amazing what you can get out of just learning those elements and how to use them properly in your home. Number 3, let air and light in. So one of the basic feng shui tips for the home is to bring airiness and freedom into your interior. So, just to have that light, I know a lot of times realtors will go into a house and they make sure all the lights are turned on in the house. When people come to do it, just to make sure you've got that lightness and airiness, you want to bring the outside elements in. So, and like for me, I have to have a lot of lights in my house. I mean, not just turn on lights. I'm talking about like the air, windows and stuff. That's very important.
Natural lights. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that if you've got those curtains, if you've got some windows, throw them open. Look for something that's got air. Look at that. That house right there has got an open air roof. So something like that is very important. Number 4, care about the quality of energy. The main rule is that the arrangement of furniture should not interfere with the vital energy of chi. Instead of bulky, massive objects, it is better to apply graceful, neat shapes, cabinets, shelves, and slides that should not be placed near doors and windows. So the placement of your furniture.
Right.
You don't want to have something clunky that's hanging around. And, sometimes, you go to a house, somebody has their grandmother's piano just sit in the middle of the living room. And it's just clunky. What do I do with it? What do I do with that? Move it. It's probably not as aesthetic for the house.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, have a view of the mountains. Your furniture reflect and not take away from the view of the mountains. If you're by a seashore, you may want to have colors that bring that seashore into the house. And so be very, very careful how you place your furniture. There's little thoughts where rules of thoughts where people say, hey, furniture should actually conversate with each other. So when you're putting up your living room, you're putting up your recreation room, the furniture should be in a way where they talk to each other because that's where people talk to each other. And so it needs to be a way where the energy just flows through your house and it's not stop or stuck in one area.
So like, for example, in the bedroom, don't have your bed facing the door, make sure you can see the doorway, but not in line with the doorway. And like in an office situation, your home office, do not have your back to the door, face the door, face whoever's coming into the door,
Right.
Because I'd be scared if someone came in quietly and, scared the crap out of me because I didn't see them coming in.
Right.
Stuff like that. And then like Tina was saying, conversation areas where you see the entrance of the room, but you're able to see each other and, can see where that entrance is. But yeah, facing each other and in a corner would be great so that it's kind of private, and have some like I always say, candle plants on a little table where you can have your coffee, just, you and another person. It's just make it a little cozy area for conversation. Yeah.
This is true, but it is funny, when you walk into you walk into the forest, you walk into the woods, or if you walk into the jungle, or if you go on the beach, there's naturalistic feng shui. There's energy that actually affects the way plants and the terrain is made. That's just natural. A lot of times we build houses and we put things in here and here, there, and we kind of mess up the energy flow. And I know I visited Mexico a couple of weeks ago, and I know that a lot of the resorts and a lot of the hotels now, they are building around the energy flow of the beach where they're building, or the mountains that they're building. They actually build, and they have the roads that are set up to actually to parallel the energy that's going through that land, instead of just building a house, just building a square.
Yeah.
So the same thing, with our house. I mean, even though, let's say we bought our house, now we realize that something's wrong. We've got something here. We've got something there that's blocking energy. You can still do corrections, or you can still do whatever you can in your house to make the energy flow. So that's very important. Here, like Violeta was saying, choose the correct bed location. So they don't want your energy going out, going through the door when you're, your bed going through the door. So you have to correct it with either a large wooden base to your bed or something like that. There's ways to correct it, but the correction, the location of your bed and how it's set up has a lot to do with your energy. So make sure you look at your, check the books or whatever, but choosing your bed location is very, very important. You see here, use plants for adding good energy. So bring the outdoors in by adding flowers. Flowers are better for feng shui based on their need for water. The more water a flower needs, the better it is for your home. You may consider a lotus, orchid, bamboo, narcissus, or a chrysanthemum for this purpose. It also is beneficial to place plants on top of your kitchen cabinets. Let me see why. Okay, I don't know why, but very interesting. So I have a snake plant in my room, and the snake plant actually has very good energy with it, and actually absorbs negative energy in your bedroom. So I do have, so I have a snake plant up there. But where you put your plants, there is a reason for it. It doesn't just look pretty there, great, but is there a reason why it looks pretty there? And so you out there collecting plants, whatever, bring it into your home. I know that you'll place it where it's supposed to be. But it's very important to have flowers and that sort of thing. So I always have flowers around my house. I always have to. It just lifts your mood. Okay, let me see here. Keep the path to the front door clear.
Yep.
So this is the one thing that Violeta was talking about in the first place. I mean, if my house is a total wreck and it's dirty, I can guarantee you my front is always going to be clean. It is always going to be clean. Because you want the energy to flow into your house.
Yeah.
Even the front door. I mean, a lot of people don't even sweep their front door or steps. I mean, coming up to your door, I've got 2 lions, you'll see a lot of people 2 lions at your door. But, the energy and the flowers, people entering your home, that door is very, very important. So it says, keep your front door clear. A lot of people are accustomed to keeping various items near the door and windows. However, it's important to organize your home space in such a manner that you leave free space there. One such important thing is the path through the front door. It is a direct connection of your apartment or house with the universe. So keep this area clear by removing clutter. So don't have all that, the coat racks and the shoes and all this kind of stuff at your front door. Just like this picture suggests here, keep it clear. Keep it clear. You don't clean one thing in your house, clean your front door. Clear your front door. Okay, let me see. We're at 7. Number 8, it says mirrors matter a lot. Applying feng shui to those designs cannot be created without mirrors. With their help, you can enlarge a space on your own and bring more light and air. Mirrors can also energize the room.
Mirrors, okay.
And here's the one thing they always say in feng shui: don't put a mirror in your bedroom. Do not put a mirror in your bedroom.
What?
You can read about that. Do not put a mirror in your bedroom.
I have one on my ceiling. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay. A little TMI right there.
Okay, no mirrors. Go ahead.
Okay.
But I kind of have mirrors everywhere where I, last minute look at yourself before you walk out the door. I
What,
have a mirror right
what the
there.
door? Well, they
Yeah.
say like, oh, they don't want a bedroom because there's different couples. I mean, and you just got to read it. I'm not gonna disclose it here, but you just keep that, But you're not supposed to have it in your bedroom, but it can
Mhm.
enlarge an area. And if you have a frame that you look at your face every day, make sure it's a new frame. It's not an old fashioned frame because you will start looking old. So do that, okay? So keep things.
Wow.
Keep things and windows clean. So make sure your windows are clean. You can see through it. There's no clutter between the windows, that sort of thing. Let me see here what else. Add a fountain or aquarium. So it's important to bring that water element in. So I love to have water all over my house. I don't have any. I just, but to have water in your house, like a little fountain, even in your office, a little fountain. I know outside I have a fountain, but you want to have water element in your house. So put a fountain in there. Bring water into your house or an aquarium or something. Remove negative symbolism. There are lots of things we associate with particular items, memories of thoughts and things of them are positive. Some of them are not. So if there's anything that reminds you of anything bad or emotionally distressing, get rid of it or put it somewhere else where you don't see it. You want to make sure you don't have anything.
Yeah, even if you have broken items, either repair it or put it away. You don't want, that shows neglect, and you don't care about having nice things. You just, oh, well, it's broken. It's just going to sit there for a while till I can take care of it. No, just put it away.
Yeah. I mean, it's been there since 1989, it's 2026. Just get rid of it, and it's very hard for some people because a lot of people have emotional attachments to items, but sometimes those emotional attachments are negative too. So try to recognize them, identify them, and get them out of your space. Fix broken things. That's the last thing we have on here. So thank you, Dan, for that link.
Yeah.
Fix broken things.
I started talking about that before you brought that up.
Just fix it. And if it's toss it, and it's very freeing when you toss things you do not need. Just toss it. And that's true with our house, and it's true with our emotions, true with our work, even in your car. Let's get rid of it. But you want to bring that light energy, and that's something that's very, very important. So yes.
Yeah, I heard a story a while ago, maybe when we first started our show, about a friend of mine, real estate agent, who was showing a home to a couple very much into feng shui. The husband, not so much, because he would rather watch the football game that was on TV and let the wife walk around and feng shui the house. And she came up after a while from the basement. She goes, "Oh, no. We can't do this. There's bad energy downstairs. She's giving me a headache. We got to go. The house is positioned incorrectly. It's not facing the right direction. And no, this is not the house." So based on that direction and energy flow, all that, he lost a buyer. It was perfectly good house. So it is a thing. People do look at feng shui as maybe a tiebreaker. You're looking at buying something, and the numbers on the house, strength, whatever the number is. I know that there are certain numbers that are supposedly very good. You add all, like, if your house is 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, you add up all the numbers, and if it's what is that? 2, 3, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 1. New beginnings. The number 1, the very last digit, that 1 means new beginnings. And where I am now, I did this beforehand, and my number is 9, completion and long-term success. So there are numbers that mean things to people. And wealth and prosperity is another one. If you want to have that in your life, then you look for a house that house number adds up to that. It's like, okay, let's only look at those houses that have that combination. But it's all different, and it's some people are very they're into the ritual, the tradition. If it's most Asian families are so much into tradition, and that could be one of the things, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's something, because like with the Mardi Gras and everything, to bring around, I mean, the feng shui stuff, I just know that when you go to a house and you feel it's right, you'll look up, you'll see the numbers. Actually, after you bought it, were right. I'll run around. I'll run around with my holy water. I'll make it right. I will run around with my holy water. I will make it right. Yeah.
Is that what you're holding there? Is that holy water?
Really well, but I'll go to Francis. I'll go to the Cabrini Shrine. I'll get some and they're in one of these too. But I will go around. I will shower this house with blessings. Make that feng shui right. But but I mean, yeah. So all these things. The decluttering, all this kind of stuff. It's biblical. It actually is really biblical. There's a science to it. And I know my girlfriend Cynthia. She actually, with her real estate, she'll go to houses. People will have her analyze the house before they buy it. She says that in Vegas and Washington, D.C., a lot of these big buildings, like government buildings, they have a feng shui. People come in there and they look around and they say, this is going to have to go like this. It's got to be shaped like that. They actually will consult with feng shui people to say if the energy is right. They don't just design houses. It's actual science. It's an actual science. So
amazing.
Yeah. So
what are we doing on time? How are we doing?
We've got about 2 more minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes here. But so what are you doing for Ash Wednesday? You going to church in the morning or the afternoon, or when do you go?
Yeah, probably in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Get myself in and then start planning my meal prep so that I have fish on Friday and just start.
I went to
you know what? I don't know about resolution of the not resolutions, but what do you give up for Lent? I don't know what I'm giving up for Lent. Do you?
Prime Video? I don't know. I don't know. Kitchen nightmares? I don't know.
I know. It's a hard one as you get older. It's the same thing as a New Year's resolution, right? It just goes away after a month.
I may give up sugar. I'm going to try and give up sugar.
Okay.
Yeah. I may give up sugar. Because that's my thing is the sugar. So I may just give that up. But
I think I like salty.
Okay.
Like pretzels and yeah.
Well, I'm going to try to reflect this year because the other years, 40 days, I'm just like fish on Fridays. But now I'm gonna try to go the whole 40 days and fast and meditate and pray and all that and get more out of it. But yeah. So anyways, thank you everybody for joining us. Hope you have a happy new year. Happy New Year and happy Fat Tuesday. May you get fat today.
Tuesday. Yeah. Drink up because 40 days of being in a dry spell could put you over the edge. Who knows?
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, thank you.
And then next Tuesday, 2:30, Real Estate Money on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Bye-bye.